This is Rolling to Die, episode 173. And this is the Band of Misfits, episode 8. Hold on. I am your host, Henry Money, also known as Mayhem the Heart's Mates. Hit it, DJ. Hello, guys, girls, and so world. I'm your main host, Henry Monty, also known as Mayhem the Heart's Mace, or tonight known as Bartholomew or Crom. On that, everybody else introduce themselves before we go on this crazy adventure with Rolling to Die.
Greetings and salutations. I am Dark Trooper coming for you live from Secret Location, aka my couch, and I'll be playing two characters today. I will be playing Burrock Ironheart and Ross Wellerby. Welber.
All right, Sage.
Greetings, everybody. I am Jay the Intelligent, and tonight I will be playing with the Human Druid Squall Ginseng and the Rogue Elf Kipling Nephron.
All right, and Llama.
And I'm Llama, and I'll be playing Lara the Unheard.
What?
Lara the Unheard.
Damn it, she is so unheard. All right.
Lyra points at the audience and goes, Lyra the Unheard.
And everybody goes, oh. And last but not least,
and bring you music Lang, Dralfbard Lang. I am DJ Thunderbeast.
all right, cool. We'll be starting off with everybody. Get it back to the map for 1 second. Having a lot of people are popping up. Here's another person. Okay, I am not posting these people that are posting from Twitch that are promoting adult content on our stuff. It is being blocked.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me check the Twitch real quick.
You can check them if you want. Who is squeaking?
Damn it, Llama.
I don't see them. Where are they?
I already had them both put on the blocking list.
Oh.
It was a bot or something. It did it twice in a row, or two different accounts. Same same account or same thing they were trying to share people to click on the link for their scams, which is creepy. So, on that note, for rolling to die, we are going to be switching cameras. Okay, smart button. Let's maximize. And now, as we are sitting here, we discuss and see it. Shifts over to the other camera as well now, because I have two cameras now set up. So now I can literally switch between cameras for everybody. Yes, those are giant gnomes. Don't judge them. They're in the table. So, on that note, for our team, as we last
I don't know. I just randomly got the urge to hi ho, hi ho. Anyways,
right? So, as we last left off,
The gnomes! The gnomes are invading!
they're going to get your
the hobbits are invading Isengard.
You guys are in the table. As we last left off, you guys get ready for a long rest, so you think. We're having a good night, though. Something will be happening. But before we have that happen, I would like for everybody here to roll to die for me, please. Roll 2d20. One light, one dark.
All right.
Please hold for the next available light.
Nat 20 dark, 13 light.
No one.
So nat 20 dark. And 13 light.
17 and 2.
3 and a
For
12.
Belrock. And let me see, Ross. And for Ross, it is 12 and 13.
Alright, so 3 and 15. 3 and 12 for Lyra the Unheard. Lara the Unheard. Don, what did you roll? Okay.
Okay, I've rolled a 14 light, 14 dark. I rolled 14 light, 14 dark.
There it goes. You over here. Thank you. 14 light, 14 dark. Interesting. Bart rolled 17 light and 12 dark. Okay. Camera, can you work? Here we go. Damn it. You. Stop it. Thank you.
Damn you, technology.
Now it's situated.
You're situated
We'll situate you.
all night long.
26.50. Damn it, Laura.
Sorry, all I got is a $27 bill.
That was one hell of a president. All right. Now that I got all this in order. So if we're rolling to die, everybody rolls. The first people that went on watch for sleep was who again? Do you guys remember?
I don't think anybody actually decided. I don't think anybody wants Lyra on watch.
Right? She's like whispering and no one hears her.
We're inside my portable Winnebago, and I activated the alarm spell before I went to bed.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
All
think
right,
anyone
so-
stayed up. I think we all just trusted the alarm spell.
Okay, so everybody roll a perception check with disadvantage. Because we're all asleep.
You want me to do it, Belrog?
I gotta really remember how to roll for disadvantage. Is it
You
to
have
take
to-
the
you have
Whatever
lower?
the lowest number is.
Number, and then go down to the disadvantage. It's a big red D. It says disadvantage. Like,
A 12 plus 4, 16.
I got a 6. I am out cold.
All right. So are you talking about on the app?
Yes.
Because I use the browser because I'm doing like 1,000 things on the computer. It makes my life so much easier.
And you
Give me a
just
second.
roll the number twice, and whatever the lowest number is, the one you choose out of those two times.
so we rolling for perception for disadvantage.
Disadvantage. You're asleep. You do not know what's going on. 9.
Okay,
That one.
I have an 8 plus 1, 9.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now,
So wait, how did you say roll for disadvantage on here?
you can roll twice, or if there's D, you hit it with the D, and it goes.
I just press and hold on the modifier, and it will give you options of a list of links that say send to.
Yeah, but he's not.
You,
He's not on
you
the
check
app.
disadvantage, you press roll.
9.
I had 8 plus 1, 9.
All right. The only person that hears something while everyone's sleeping right before the alarm goes off is Lang. Lang is first to wake up when the alarm goes off. Now, for the people that are approaching in the middle of the night, Ross is, I would need for you and Kit and Edward Knight to all roll a athletics or acrobatics to see who is the first that is going to be tripping the alarm. Damn, 30.
Me, I got a 30. 19 plus 11.
What did Edward Knight get, and what did Kit get? Kit's got one.
I think it's Kit because it's not Edward. Remember, Edward has the shadow spell, so he can walk through shadow.
Yeah. Kit is for Dom. Edward was for Devontae.
I mean, Edward. Sorry.
Mine was a
What are
17
we
plus
ro-
9 anyways.
Damn.
So we're rolling for perception?
No,
No.
roll. It said roll acrobatics or athletics.
Okay.
For your Kit.
Okay. Okay, here we go. A 2 plus 2, 4 for athletics.
Called it.
All right, so who got the highest?
You didn't.
Was it Ross or Edward?
I think
got a
Ross,
30.
since you said you had a 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, here. Okay,
Yeah,
so
so that
Ross.
would be you because I only had a 17 plus 9.
Okay, so he had a 26. Okay, you come through, and this magical alarm sets off. It starts
Hang on, I
off
get
quiet, and it starts increasing the volume. First person to wake up those line, and they hear
I
this
wake
noise.
everyone up
Then
around me too. I wake everyone up around me. Hey, alarm's going off. Come on, get up.
the rest of you start getting up slowly. You don't get up fast. The only one that gets up fast is Lang. Even Bart doesn't get up fast. What's going on? What's that noise?
Can Lyra shoot up in a panic? She heard the word alarm.
She can.
Hey,
Or is she ready?
she shoots up in a panic. Her robes fall open.
Naked blonde woman standing there. Bart's first ever chance of seeing a woman naked and going, I realized I'm a man today. Oh my god. And he turns around, blushing awkwardly.
Yep, she's just running in circles trying to find her gear. She's just fully panic. She's just full panic mode.
Ross, you enter in. I want you to do a stealth check if you want to be quiet. If not, you're coming in quickly and loud. Which one is it? The alarm goes off, but you do not know that the alarm went off yet. You just heard it moments after you went past.
I'll do a stealth check.
Okay.
I got 31, 14 plus 7.
Okay, so what are you doing as you see this blonde woman running around naked trying to put herself gear on? An awkward Bart trying to look away, all shy, and then you see another Bart freaking out, screaming at the other guys to wake up as they start getting up slowly.
I politely knock on the door.
You silently see this through the little window, and you look back over and knock on the door. Who's the one that answers the door? Will it be your Bell Rock, or will it be somebody else?
I think it would be like everybody freezes as they hear the door knocking, and
Everybody freezes.
and then everybody just looks at each other. It's like you do it. We all point at each other like you open it. No, you open it. No, you open it.
I chime up as Bartholomew going, well, isn't it Belrock's house? It should be him that opens the door, right?
Like, go on, dear boy. I will go open it.
As you open it, though, I am going to cast Minor Illusion.
And what do you
I'm going
cast?
to make it Minor Illusion to make it look like no one's actually inside.
So you're going to make it look like we're all invisible. I myself am going to cast invisibility, just in case this fails. And you just go invisible. Because I have invisibility.
I'm going to join you in that as well.
Okay, so the door is going to open. Do you tell Barrel Rock beforehand, or you just do it abruptly and not tell him?
I was informing as he was going to open the door. I was basically when I said that as you're opening the door, that was Lang telling Balrock.
All right. So all of you go invisible as the door starts creaking open slowly. Ross, you look through. Do you have anything that helps you see invisible people or no? If not,
I don't think
you
so.
see an empty room that you just saw, nor 5 seconds prior through the window. You saw people in the room. And you look back over again when you open the door, and they're gone. But the door opened. It was locked. So what do you say and do?
I look down at the door at Bellrock and go, "Good evening, sir. I know your friends are in."
He's invisible right now.
Yeah, you don't see him.
Yeah, when you open the door, you don't see anybody right now. Like when you look through, you open the door, say good evening, and there's just no one there.
In that case, then I activate my elemental skill, and with beacon of water. For those of you who don't know, beacon of water creates a thin cloud. Oh wait, wrong. Creates a spray of cool mist that lights the damp creature that lightly dampens creatures and objects within a 5-foot cubic. Alternate, it create 1 cup of clean water and either opens containers on the open containers or on the surface, and the water evaporates after in 1 minute. So basically, I basically made a little a light mist.
And then within the light mist, when he does this, how does it look? You just raise your hand and make a mist come out,
A what?
or how does it look when you proceed to make it happen? You just raise your hand, you take your hat off, and
I
you
go
go
like
mist,
this.
you
Go.
breathe out.
I go. I got like a
Actually, go
blowing gesture.
like you're blowing magic dust and stuff, but it turns into this mist form. And it, because you're invisible, guys, but you're not ghostly, you're not transparent in that manner. The mist AOE like silhouettes each one of you for a moment.
And it dampens all of you.
You said it lasts 1 minute?
In 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, so the room fills with this mist. And he can see outlines now.
So
He may not see who you are.
I tip my hat off and go, "Let's not beat about the bush, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Please take those spells off."
You hear a sigh from Bartholomew going, "Damn, I think this goes a bit higher level than us. He just exposed all of us being invisible at once." And I snap my fingers, unrevealing myself, being back into a regular form, going, who might you be, sir? I'm just a delightful bard. We're just a band. We're called the Chaotic Band of Misfits. Please don't hurt us. You're a big guy." As the Bartholomew looks up at you, because he's only like 5 foot something.
I look down at Bartholomew. I look at the group. I just looking around. I look down at the dwarf and go, "May I come in?" Balrock looks around, looks at the gang, says, "Do we have a choice?" "You do. There's always a choice, dude. There's always a choice, sir. But this would be a more wiser choice just to let me in so I could talk."
As you have this conversation, Edward Knight appears through the shadows, and Kit right behind you, Trooper. So Edward Knight, where do you appear from? Because you're coming from the shadows.
He appears from a shadow in the corner of the room of the van.
All right.
And when he pops out, he says, You all do know I was able to see you this entire time, right? With this little thing," as he holds up the eyes of seeing, which allows him true sight for, I think it's an hour.
Oh yeah. Read it up, make sure it states what it states. If not, it's like within 1 minute, one spell, one casting, or within the time of being, if not an hour. All depends which one you got.
Yeah, it's
Awesome either way.
Yeah, it's the one that is for an hour.
All right.
So yeah, Edward saw them the entire time.
All right. So Edward, Ross, and Kit, 3 level 20s are standing there for this group of level 6s. What do we do as level 6s? We're all sitting there going like, "Oh shit!"
I go,
and
I look at all 3 of the level 20s like, Do you guys take tea? Baller just goes, would you guys like some tea?
So what do the other characters respond with? I'm gonna go. I'll play a nice song. You know, ease the mood. So nobody kills nobody, right?
Lyra's finally managed to get her bra of holding back on.
Finally, just comes into the room with her gear on.
And her jiggle physics are at just rolled a 29.
Oh, geez. So she walks in the room, titties bouncing galore, as all of us are sitting down in front of a campfire, a small tea table, having tea as Barrock is producing tea for us. I'm playing and singing along to some music, and here comes this big titty blonde. And we look up, going, "Well, we're all sitting down talking. If you want to, discuss with us, Lara." But we're yeah, we might not want to piss them off." As McCarthy states that he's all shy. What do you guys say or do as this happens?
Ross just quickly goes over to the table and sits down on the chair. As a gentleman, he sits down on the chair, gets up, pulls out a chair on the opposite side of the table for the lady. Just because I'm a mercenary does not mean I don't have manners. Like Ross goes, just because I'm a mercenary does not mean I have manners.
All right, so as you guys have this discussion, you hear from us going, "We came here by accident. We were just traveling as a band, and one of our band members, he's a manager. Wherever he went, he oopsed a portal, and we all came out this way. We were supposed to go somewhere else, and Mira here, she came to look for our friend, as well as help us out a bit. It's very nice."
Ross just tilts his head, adjusts his sunglasses, and goes, "That's neither here nor there. You're here now. So, the gentleman and I are representative of a certain Lady Crow, and who wishes to speak with you, and you and all of y'all. And she is not the kind of person who you can say no to. So I suggest you pack up this lovely device and come quietly with us."
So you want us to meet with this Lady Chrome? All right. And for the rest of you guys that are playing level 6 characters, for what Ross explains to you, I would like for everybody to roll a history check to see who they know who Lady Chrome is, as known as many different nicknames. But for anybody that rolls high enough in history, will know who she is because Ross, Chrome, Kit, and Edward Knight have been in this world for a while, so they've actually made a name in the history books in this world.
I got a 3.
Where our characters, you got a 3.
Two people
I
just
got a
rolled that
6.
once.
Jeez. What's my history? I'm scared now. Everybody got a horrible history right now. I got advantage. Whoa, whose dice is that?
What, the metal one or the
Glass vial one. That was cool.
yeah, that's one of the ones you can select.
Oh, that Dom's the one using those ones.
I think that one is,
Okay, that was really cool, Dom.
I think there's a red one too.
Yeah. All right, so I have I got 24. Wow. And then Squall got an 18. That's good. All right, so Squall and Bartholomew What about Lyra? Never mind. We got a net one. You got a 0 on your history?
That's special.
Ed.
Damn.
Who's chirping?
Mama.
I'm not chirping.
Oh, it's me. It's the birds around me are chirping, trying to purposely talk crap. You ever notice that you tune out birds talking and don't realize they're there?
Yeah.
It's kind of like fire alarm. People don't pay attention to beeping. It just you tune it out after hearing it for so long. It's like, huh, what's that? Same thing with birds. That's how it is with me with birds. I don't realize it until someone says something. Like I didn't hear them the whole time until you just said something. Now I can't stop hearing them. Now I hear like 50 of them. Oh my god, there's more now.
Anyway, back to the story.
So, Squall and Bartholomew. Both of you have done your history in the past. Squall, you remember reading in the history books as being a druid when you read about Spev the Hunter and her adventures meeting a purple tiefling named Krom, a lady of the night, you could say, also known as the Queen of Death at one point, before she upgraded to the Queen of Mimics. And the same thing goes for Bartholomew, as he's studied and learned about it. And in fact, he's wrote a few songs about Krom and about the Purple Queen. That in the end, you may have the best and craziest snoo ever, but you'll end up being her lunch by the end of the night. And she's known for coming through and, how can you say, eating her husband. As her last husband she ate was Pando in the story, and then she turned him into one of her mimic slaves in the storyline.
I thought you were going to turn him into furniture.
No. She likes him still and keeps him around for reasons. Plus, handy dandy assassin that can teleport. She keeps him. So, you guys know the history that usually people that come across her either be judged by her, have a chance of survival, making a deal with her of some sorts, or death by snoo. And she literally will F you until you die.
Do they faces go pale?
And the people's faces that go pale and scared during you explaining this as Ross is Squall and Bartholomew as they go, Squall,
She's real?
You know who that is, right? You know who she is? That's, she's in the history books for many deaths and concerns. We need her castle.
Gross has crossed his legs and just rubs the crease off his pants. He goes, "Yes, you are indeed thinking of that particular crow, and she is not the kind of lady to be left waiting."
As I look over, going, so she wants to meet us. She wants us to play for her, right? Is that what this is? Like a band rehearsal. She gets to, if she likes it, we get to perform, or we get to go home. You know, I can make a deal with her.
Ross,
As he's all sweating profusely, all scared.
Ross just starts tapping his fingers. He goes, "To be honest, I actually do not know what she wants with me. I am just following orders, and my orders are to bring you lot to her. So, I suggest very vehemently that we pack up this thing, this lovely device, and head back to the castle. You may keep your weapons and gear, of course."
Wow, I just realized my D20 is cracked. My giant specialized crystal D20.
Oh, that sucks. Did you try kissing it to make it feel better?
No, it was a liquid core, specialized liquid core one.
Don't kiss
and when we had that deep freeze.
Oh shit!
When we were moving during a deep freeze. This is a one of a kind, and it's empty now. It's broken. I was wondering why there was water in this bag. Damn. Well, it still rolls, but I was wondering why it had much cracks in it now, and it looks cooler. But damn, fuck. All right, so Anywho, as this is all being explained, Edward Knight, in the back of your ear, and in Ross's and in Kit's, you hear Chrome Tombcrawl going, "Hold the building steady. I'm bringing it to me." As everything starts shaking roughly. Like you you see out the little windows out the front, a light starts flickering, like a portal opens up. And when it opens up, it looks like teeth, and a giant tongue will lash out, wrapping around your building. As Barrel Rock, you notice your whole building gets wrapped in this giant pinkish purplish tongue, and saliva dripping all down as it starts pulling in the building, your small little hut. And then everything shakes all abruptly, gets dark. As the portal closes and looks like teeth closing down on it. A moment later, it feels like you've stopped. And everything just shakes abruptly and then stops. One or two of your little trinkets that were on a shelf fell down, by the way. You can determine what they were. And one of your teacups. Blame Bartholomew for that one. After that, the light through the windows changes to now like a light by torch, luminescing outside of your little hut. Ross, Kit, and Edward Knight, you hear in your head through a message of Crom going, "Can I meet the guests, please? And are they part of the intruder that I had earlier?"
Yeah, but when I think it back then, we were determining that before when you grabbed us through the port.
As Crom replies back, "Sometimes a woman is a little too patient. But I have a guest, and I must entertain them. So I must speak with them, and I would like you to hide the mishap I had earlier with the living teaching, and escort the Necro Queen and her new undead friend out here without her little friends knowing, if you freed them tonight. Distract this little band by just letting a conversation happen. So you three hear this message, but nobody else does. So what are you guys going to say or do to get them out of the hut to talk to Crom as you go and try to find a way to sneak out Valor the Undead and the Necro Queen?
I think Ross is just going to persuade them, so I'm going to do a persuasion.
Explain to me how you're going to persuade them. Never mind.
Didn't work anyway. I was going to use my words, but I would have said, now that we are back here in Lady Crone's, Miss Lady Crone would like to speak to y'all. And she is not going to take no for an answer.
So what do all you guys say as a chaotic band of misfits? As Ross says this to all of you.
I got 4. I got 5, by the way, so it didn't work anyway.
Yeah. All of us look at you going.
Balrock looks out the window, just staring at him, and looks back at Ross and goes, "It doesn't seem like we have much of a choice now, do we, dear boy?" Ross goes, "No, you don't."
And Bartholomew, "I agree. Let's just go right there and What does Squall say for you, Dom?
Seriously. Seriously. We're not supposed to be try again.
All right. What about you, Lyra the Unheard? And for Lang, what do you say or do as we're getting ready to head out of the little hut?
He just follows suit. He doesn't make any fuss.
Wrong side. Okay. All of us head out as those three, as Ross, Kit, and Edward Knight walk out in different ways, but head down the same hallway. As you see Ross and Kit heading down the hallway, and a shadowy figure through the shadows following suit, disappearing as Edward Knight. As you guys see that to your left, you look ahead of you in a stairwell that leads forward up to a throne and glass windows showing like murals of the epic escapades of fights and wars throughout the Doomcrawlers and Blood Saints, showing instances of Abner burning everything down and laughing as Crom swinging her flail at an enemy, Edward Knight cutting off a monster's head, standing at a ledge, to Ross shooting somebody from a distance, to Kit firing a hail of arrows. You look over, you see other images of the Blood Saints working with them as well, as Mayhem and Chrome smacking somebody in the head at the same time with both their maces. As you look over and see Grismont hacking up and ripping people up in a window mural, you see Spev in one mural looking all small and guys surrounding her. And you see in the next mural her as a giant gorilla squishing all of these guys that were trying to kill her. You look over and see another mural with Llama pointing his staff like it's making light. As you look at another mural and it shows Lunal pointing his staff, trying to cause the light from exploding. You see further a picture of a mural of a panda teleporting and kicking somebody to a Arakocra bird man firing pistols. It shifts over, and the last mural you see is a picture of Chrome in a standing next to a gravestone with their head down, and the gravestone is Blackcroft Slamhammer, her old friend, a dwarven friend of hers that she respected, and he lost his life during the time trying to protect everybody during the Great Keep of the Minute Castle. So, you guys see this, and you see this big, busty tiefling woman with purplish pinkish wings sitting on a throne. And with that, you see this fey creature looking like a fire monkey, like a little like fiery ape, running up and landing on her on fire as she pets it. So, and who may all of you be? And who do I have the pleasure of meeting? I was informed something about musicians. And she looks at all of you. So who are all of you? In my sanctum, in my kingdom, in my land. Who wants me to first approach her as she's asking this question to all of you?
I'm just worried about my Winnebago. My Balrog just looking at the Winnebago, thinking about the Winnebago. we left behind. I'm like, I really need to go give him a bit.
Well, it was transported in. It was all sucked in to this. So it's literally sitting inside this castle heap right now because of how big the castle is.
I just look back,
So it's like right
back at
behind
my
you.
Winnebago, like he's all nervous. It's like, it's like, dear lady, we meant no offense.
No offense, but you came into my area where there's plenty of warning signs that tell you to not come into our sanctum or area without paperwork or information. You need identification. If you're heading into our part of the Fae. We literally have a giant wall. How did you get past? The wall is living, by the way. Literally, how did you get past?
You can blame this ice person who just opened a portal and we came here.
Ice person.
Because
she stops.
What
did this ice person
and then Beller goes, it's because of our friend Tiefling, the cheese fucker. He did some sort of fire spell and messed up the spell and sent us all here.
And she stops and goes, so you had some kind of ice sorcerer or sorceress create a filter through ice, which I only know of 2 people that can do that. And the rest is because of your friend that likes to fuck cheese? And she looks at you all confused. What did this ice person look like? And who is this person that fucked cheese? It's getting weird.
Lyra moves behind whoever the largest person is in her party.
Okay. Oh my God, it's another one. Do you want to check that one out, Llama, on Twitch before I delete it?
Her jiggle physics while she moved, it was only 11. Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
All right, the AI viewer thing it's saying about screening thing. This is another one of those bullcrap ones. Let me know if you want me to delete it.
Yeah, go ahead, delete it, because since I wasn't in here, I can't see it. But I'll keep it open now.
All right, Blocklist it is. Because that is not the 5th or 6th time one of those been popping up. Someone has an AI bot literally trying to pop up.
Or just
promoting for things.
Or just senses Valdor's horniness.
Lang,
yeah,
Lang responds with, I think the sorcerer's name was Elias, something like that. Like Elijah,
and she goes, Elijah Snow.
That's it.
And she looks over, going, now, if all 3 of you were dealing with her, and she was sending you somewhere, and you fucked it up. She is a protector of the realm. One of the apprentices of Mayhem, the mighty Mayhem. Who did you piss off? Even I am curious now. You really had to... Wait, did you piss off Yama, the Supreme Overlord? Or Luno, the Moon Witch? Oh God, please, not neither of them. Mayhem we could piss off. If his apprentice, usually his soldiers are the ones that work for them, though. So it's either the Supreme Lama of Time or the Witch of Time, Luno. Which one did you piss off? And she looks over going, perception check, hang on. Wow, a 23. Who is that blonde woman? You, Miss Tits McGee.
Huh?
And Chrome stands up from her her throne and starts walking down the steps. Her tits bounce. Is she purposely stomping a little harder to make them bounce more, just to try to
Intimidate.
intimidate your titties?
Yeah, no.
Keep
Lyra is
bouncing?
fully attached to the backside of whoever she hid behind earlier. So whoever the largest,
All right,
physically largest person of the group is, that's who she's like clung to their back right now.
that would be James's character, as James's character is a muscle wizard. So as Chrome walks up, she sees this like 6'5" blue skin muscle wizard man. You, aren't you Bartleby? Yeah, so you have an attachment to you that you. I want to see. I swear I've seen her before. With a history check, if it doesn't. Wow, damn. Oh wow, 25, winning. Chrome looks over. You wouldn't happen to be one of Lama's apprentices, would you, little blonde girl? As she whispers it closely behind the back of James' character where no one else can hear but her and him. And James' character kind of just looking over going, do I punch her? Do I not punch her? I'm going to wait. What does Lyra say?
Lyra doesn't say anything. She merely shows a small insignia that has been inscribed on her left shoulder by the Grand Archsage Lama to show her proof that she is a disciple of him.
She raises her eyes like, oh fuck. And she goes, oh, so, oh, okay, you guys are under certain protections, I assume. Whoever the other person was really fucked up. She smiles. So, how do you want to leave the Feywild? Is that what this is? Would you like to go back to where you were, the same town, or to a different town? I can only transfer to once.
All I know is she was trying to send us somewhere, so I don't think going back would be a good idea.
Okay. She goes, map, oh map, where are you? And you hear a rustling noise of a bunch of papers, and you see this rolled up scroll roll itself up and roll down the floor towards you and open up. As you see, one side looks like the map, but you'd swear the map at the very top has eyeballs looking at you. Okay, so you have protection from said people. While Chrome is having this conversation with all of you and showing the map, pointing out is there a different area you want to be, showing where the mountain was, where the last town you guys were before you teleported, and a couple towns down in different areas, and asking you if there's a specific area you can be teleported to that's within her reach of domain. She can open portals in certain towns that have agreements with her. As this is happening, though, I need a stealth check done by Edward Knight, Ross, and Kit. And technically, Valor the Cheese Fucker. Now it's Valor the Undead.
The undead fucker.
Well, he still has
The Undead Fucker.
he still has his insignia.
He does, but he's undead right now. Jeez.
32, 15 plus 17.
Okay.
I found a die that very much is perfect for me to be using.
The one that looks like confetti?
It looks like that.
Yeah, it looks like confetti.
All right. So, Valor, you hear this conversation happening as you're walking with the Necro Queen. as she's holding your hand, guiding you down the hallway. You hear the group talking. But as you get ready to turn around and talk and speak, be loud and obnoxious, the Necro Queen looks over and goes, "Honey, honey, no, no." And she picks you up and shoves your face right into her giant fist. As Ross quietly guides you guys out the door, Kit closes the door behind, making sure no one notices. As Edward Knight makes sure that the shadows consume the hallway as you guys make your getaway.
Edward rolled a
portal.
13 plus 6, 19 for his stealth.
Okay. So, successfully, none of you notice that they got away. There may have been a noise that was heard, but it was by my guy Bartholomew, but he looked back and seen nothing down the hallway but darkness.
Thanks to Edward.
He shrugged it. Yep. And he just shrugs his shoulder and going, "I don't know what that was, but I'm not going to talk it. If this place is filled with supposed mimics, I had to speak with everybody else. At least we can all die together." He smiled awkwardness. As you guys close the door, the Necro Queen raises her hand as her ring glows, opens up this little booklet, and speaks in a certain tongue language that's unknown to most. As you see Bone rise up and make a circle and turn into a portal. You have the Necro Queen walks through, and you see Valor, the undead, walk through. As the portal closes behind them, Valor, the undead, looks up and sees an undead army at the top of the castle of the mountain. As Valor, the chief fucker, the undead, is all the way back, very beginning, but with the big boss Fatty with him. And on the other side where the Feyworld is, there's Lyra looking around, not knowing where the hell he is, wondering if she can find him and bring him back to Titty Jiggle.
Well, you said she moved around, so she has jiggle effects going on.
True.
So
as
her
she
jiggle
moves,
effects are rolled to 21.
You say this, and Chrome looks over with her eyes all bugging, going, "God damn, those are so nice. I don't know if it's the bra of her teeth. I need to have my teeth bounce like that. Hey, they're getting old. I'm getting old. Jeez, I'm almost jeez, I'm so old now. I'm almost 700. And she looks back, staring at you, going, "They're still bouncing." She stopped moving. They're still bouncing. Okay, I got to keep this stuff distracted. So, anyway, stop jiggling. And she looks back. So
she just points at her and whispers, "I'm trying."
Make it even worse when she says that.
Yep, nope. Now she is like physically trying to grab her own tits to stop them from jiggling.
And it's making far more of a distraction. Even the mimic castle itself's eyes are inside looking back going, "They just won't stop moving. Holy shit."
Yep.
I think the hands need to do. I think the hands need to do a roll.
Yeah, I just did a roll at her attempts to stop it. It made it worse. I rolled a 26.
Oh, I was meaning his cursed hands.
Yeah, my cursed purple hands. I rolled for them already. I rolled a 12 and a 17. So what happens, though, anyways,
I rolled before you said it.
They try to help and stop, but they make the jiggles even worse. As Bart goes, I'm sorry. As Chrome looks over going, "By the way, who's some vehicle / houses in my castle?" As for, she looks over at Barrel Rock for Dark Trooper's character.
Ross quietly. Hang on, let me do a stealth check. Yes, Ross quietly re-enters the chamber with Chrome in the background and just leans against the pillar.
All right. What does your barrel rock do when Chrome asks about your little house and how does it go away so that the ship teleported with you?
He wrings his hands and goes, "Milady, I rather not say. Lots of trade secrets in that book. Suffice it to say that my home is my portable workshop. I was once part of a lineage of people who look down on artificers, thinking they prefer traditional magics.
I've
They
studied all
took down,
things.
so I had to make this thing a long time ago in order to continue my work."
Chrome gestures and nods and goes, very interesting. Does it doesn't go away with magical
Yes,
means or no? As the
yes.
smaller the portal, the easier to travel.
I nod. Balrog nods his head. A little sweat's coming down his brow because he's so nervous being surrounded by such powerful beings, knowing that he has rightfully feared. I go, "I can get rid of it right away, milady, if you permit me."
She gestures to you to do it. As you go and get ready to do that, Chrome walks up to Lang and Bart. So you two are a traveling band. I heard a story about you two fighting through fire and flame with your music. Very interesting. Perhaps when I hit the ballroom, I will be asking for your band to play. There's a special wedding that will be here in a couple of weeks. Let's just say two undead fellows. They really want to be married, and this woman and her little man really like having fun. They want to be hitched. And she smiles. And I'll be having a wedding ceremony that day. I would need a band. So I will employ all of you, and I will bring you back to my kingdom when it is called for in time. But in this agreement, I will send you on your merry way to wherever you wish for now until I need you for the undead wedding. Do we have a deal? As Chrome raises her hand out towards all of you, seeing who's going to shake her hand and make the deal. Do you guys agree? And she gives you a small moment to talk about this. And she'll pull all of you back. And it's time for this said wedding that you do not know for who, but she wants for all of you to play for this wedding.
Not like we have much of a choice now, do we?
So she smiles when you don't really. But it's nice that we make deal because then I don't have to eat you. She smiles and you swear you've seen more than just one row of teeth.
He is gonna say, "We can agree, but there has to be a price involved."
Oh, money. I have plenty. And she gestures her other hand, and you see a wall open up. And it just shows like a shining room of gold. I will allow you to take two treasure chests apiece. 500 gold apiece. If not, whatever else you grab in the time being, but you have amulet. Or it closes up and makes anything that smells gold. Or rare items. Best suggestion, time limit. Please pay attention to them. And she puts down a sand clock like one of these, and just drops down the clock. Sands of time. Shut up, Thomas.
Sorry, I
So what do you
farted.
guys say to her?
I agree. Balrog just kind of nervously nods his head, like, I agree. I'll be here.
Squall is skeptical, but he reluctantly agrees with a slight ache on his face. That's just
Anybody else not hear him?
He's.
I can barely hear him as well.
Yeah, Dom
Yeah.
got really quiet. Dom, I miss you. Where are you? Like, we see you talking, we can barely hear you right now. You're not going to whisper, even though you're talking normally.
No, you sound worse than Lyra.
thanks.
It's infectious. You didn't tell me that Lyra's whispering was infectious? Why can't I talk anymore? You there, Dom?
Check where your microphone's check where your microphone source is connected. That might be the problem.
You might need to be unplugged and replugged back in.
Well, yeah, while he's looking at that, Lyra is still wrestling with her chest and doesn't respond. And
the physical physics still are going, but they're slowing down. And she's finally trying to hold them down. It's 1 hand, 2 hand, 3 hand, 4. And she realizes there's 4 hands going, wait. And 2 of them are purple, as they're both mage hands, just squishing her titties.
nope, she panics and it went back up to a 17 now.
They start jiggling slightly faster as the hands start playing the bongos. With, a 10 and an 18, they start playing the bongos. With their titties.
Edward looks to the other level 20s and it's just like, anyone else feel a strange deja vu like with Berlin?
Oh, looks like Dom froze.
Dom, there you are. Holy shit.
It's a glitch in the Matrix.
Either that or he had a stroke, one of the two.
It looks like the glitch in the Matrix. I don't know. He's,
Yeah, he's like jumping around.
Yeah.
like
There,
his
Dom?
internet, I don't know. He's here, but he's trying to fix whatever's going on. So, as it all goes on, Bartholomew walks up, raises his hand out, and shakes Crom's hand. You have a deal. I would love to play for the wedding and any other events you have, as long as we don't get eaten, right? And she's like, play your cards right, and you won't have to worry about getting eaten. We might just work for me forever. I would prefer that over food. And she smiles and shakes his hand slightly harder than normal. Holy crap. Now it's squeaking. Yeah, I had to mute him for a second. It started squeaking. Alright, we good? Okay, let's see. I want the food back. Sorry, I had to. Alright, so Chrome does that, shakes the hand with Bartholomew and all the rest of you. As that's happening, Balrog's portable little building collapses back into a little cube, into his hand. As everybody else gets ready and stands around each other, as Lyra's titties slow down slightly but still bounce crazily. Chrome walks up and takes a small sip of her own arm in blood, opens up a portal in front of all of you. As she does that, it's still good. As she does that, the portal opens up ahead of all of you. And she looks over going, now this is near the, a city near the water. It points between one bare land and another where a giant bridge is. She looks back at all of you and goes, now, the land, if my pen will work, oh my god. It's called Coral Town.
It's called Coral Town.
Yes, Coral Town. The Coral Town is a twin city. It is one city where it connects through to a water bridge to another city. And one is Coral Town North, one is Coral Town South. As one above is more wintry as you cross down the bridge, the other is more summery. But the towns are almost identical. At one point in time, they were the center of the market. And now they both are split between different jobs. But it is fun. The portal is near the northern part at first of Coral. You start off at the frozen docks. Now, when I send you, if anybody asks who sent you and why, you don't tell them it's you. It's best if you tell them you're just a traveling band that came across some strange magic. Do you agree?
Her tits are still bouncing. Roll a d20, add +9. And also, she's absolutely terrified of everybody. Blah blah blah. Be right back.
Right. All right. So as you do that, the portal opens up as Prom nods at all of you and watches each one of you walk out and head through the portal one by one. When the last person walks through the portal, she looks back as it closes and looks at Edward Knight, Ross, and Kit and goes, okay, be mindful. They have an apprentice of Lamo. But if we do everything correctly, immaculately, we have no idea what we're going to do. Be mindful. So, you have a new apprentice. I wonder, friend Sage, if you ever meet my new apprentice. As she smiles and goes into a dark silhouette form of her laughing with the rest of her crew. As it cuts now back to the Chaotic Band of Misfits, as all of you are standing there, and you reach this new port. Now we need everybody to do a perception check, and then for everybody to roll a Constitution check. Because you jumped in from nice, warm, and humbled to frigid, freezing, cold, all in a couple seconds.
13 plus 4, 17 for perception. You said Constitution check after that?
Yes.
Or a Constitution save?
Constitution check.
I got 18 plus 4, 22 for my perception. And
Constitution's a 12 plus 1, 13.
I got 16 plus 2, 18 for my Constitution.
What'd you get, Dom? What'd you get, Llama? One perception check, one
Mic
Constitution.
check 1 2.
I can hear you.
Are we recording?
Your
Mic check 1 2.
Hey, there he is. Now we can hear you.
Yep, we can hear him. Just as a weird back and forth.
Hopefully it's loud enough.
It is. Just if you can not.
I do apologize for technical difficulty. Okay, you said 1 for perception and 1 for constitution.
Constitution.
Is that what it is?
Perception check. Yes.
Perception check, Constitution
Okay,
check.
let's start with perception.
Yeah, both checks.
Okay.
All right. For perception is rather, and for constitution is a 19 plus 1, 20. Okay. Did anybody get that? Did anybody get that?
Last part. Sorry,
Mic check 1. I
I
rolled
can hear you. What'd you
for
say?
perception. I rolled for a 2 plus 1, 3, and for constitution check, 19 plus 1, 20.
Oh, so you didn't see Jack Diddley squat, but you stayed warm and not freezing. And I need everybody to at least have at least a 13 on Constitution.
Woo! I'm at least safe then. I rolled a 12 plus 1, 13.
All right,
I got an
need
18.
Perception first. What's my perception? It is a 14. That's good. Constitution check. Wow, you're not going to work. How many times I got to hit a button? Thank you. There we go. All right, got an 11. So I'm freezing, and I see everything going on, but I'm freezing. All right, so everybody that got it under a 13 for Constitution is going to be cold, unless they have some kind of immunity or protection from the cold. All of you stand there in a frigid temperature, looking over, seeing. You see ships behind you at a shipping bay, but you see them in a frozen format. You see them like there's been a blizzard that has recently came through, and the water is mostly frozen and broken. You see where there is ice that is broken and shattered from either special ships that ripped through with rip saws or customization of like from artificers, if not from magicians firing flamethrowers and magic and everything else to break the ice. You look over and you see a bunch of different like shops and everything else with different signs, little cross over each one of them. And you look and you see this part of the town where it looks like there was a beautiful waterfall at one point. It looks like it's been frozen over for a while. And you look across and see a bridge that's huge. Elongated water. Half of it had a big frozen layer, the other half is nuts and fresh and melted looking.
Like early spring.
Yes, one half before the bridge is early spring, one half where the bridge is on your side is like winter. You see people dressed up in clothes and garments, and you see people offering sales and deals for clothing and items and warm stuff. Warm drinks, warm food, warm clothing.
I'm back.
You see this, yeah, all right, you see this guy walk up with these little flyers. Hey, how you doing, buddy? You want a flyer? Here, take a flyer. You need a flyer? You want a flyer? Here's a flyer. Fuck off. Take off a flyer. And he starts running off. And you see it was a little pole bowl that was covered in like a poofy coat running off and threw some flyers to you guys. Bartholomew looks at the flyer, sees clothing sales, potion sales, getting back to the freezing cold sales, and winter high sales. Also, a place to meet with the inns, and then if you or certain dishes or certain foods that you get the night for free. Or if you're able to drink a certain amount of alcohol at the pub, you can get your name on a plaque, and you don't have to pay for the alcohol if you are able to make it. So he looks over at this, and Bartholomew goes, "This is very nice. You guys want to check it out?"
I agree. Bullrock just goes, yeah, let's go to the town. We need to get this. We need to get what's his face's new guitar.
So should all of us should we all go different direction now, or should we go and walk off to ice this clothing area, get something to warm, maybe something to drink? As you guys say this, we start heading forward past the docks. 3 stores we approach. The first store is an item shop. A little further down is the pub. And a little closer to our right-hand side is the clothing shop for winter garments for protection of the freezing cold. Which do you guys choose first out of those 3?
I think we go to the clothing shop.
I'm with Beverrock on that one. Let's head off to the clothing shop and yes. Sorry, I'm kind of frigid.
You're just going, yes. Your teeth literally chattering.
Yeah, my guy's like freezing to death right now.
You see a long line of bogies coming down his nose because it's so cold.
I'll have to roll for that one. No, he's lucky on that one. But you guys head off, open the door, and when you open the door, it feels like a heat wave just hit across your face. What a magical sense. As all of you, the clothes shop called the Frozen Mammoth, where it shows a person wearing mammoth clothes and staying warm in the freezing cold. A little bell rings across the top of the door as the door opens up. Ding, ding, ding. And you hear off from a distance, "Good day! Good day, my friend Gadu! But hi! Oh!" And a gnome jumps from the top of his table down to you guys, running up to you. About a foot tall, maybe a foot and a half at most. A red cap on his head, smiling as can be, with this it looks like a cane in his one hand and these big glasses that look like they have a small telescope on them. So you guys looking for anything that custom clothes? Oh, if you want to buy something, it's a winter store. We usually sell things greatly, but strangely no one's bought anything without a week. So I got a winter blowout sale. So come on. I just buy you buy 2 things, you get a third one for half off. Yeah, these smiles. Come on in, close the door, it's getting frigid. Especially for someone my height. And you guys all walk in, he closes the door. So what can I do for you? As he steps up on a stepping stool to make himself just as tall as you guys.
I go up to the storekeeper and go, "Excuse me, sir, do you have any leather?"
Oh, yes, leather, leather. He runs off to this one closet area and he hits a button. And you see these 3 slots of clothes pull out of like leather jackets. All right, I got dire wolf leather, I got mammoth leather, I got saber tooth leather, I got dragon scale leather. Oh, not sure if that one's overseas or not. And then we got snake leather. Hey, don't ask about that one. And then oh, we don't put this one. He puts a human leather away. He's like, don't talk about that one. And then we also have this one right here. It's a boar leather. And then we've got bear fur leathers right here. So there's the polar Arctic one. That's the white one, and then we have the brown one right here. That one lasts within the winters to a certain extent, but it's good for all the weather. And then we have the black bear. That one as well, and then that one has a special stealth ability to it at night time. But they all have good qualities to the cold, as he smiles to you. So it's your choice. What kind of animal leather type you choose. He waves up a plethora towards all of you.
I'll take the black bear leather.
All right. He looks over. Anybody else buying in too? You guys buying as a group? So Bartholomew walks up, sees this nice red-looking jacket, and it's like semi-trench coat, but not fully, like a half trench coat. Just goes a little past my knees, but not fully. I think we'll do this one. As it smiles, great, yeah, that's it'll keep you warm, kind of. That's well, you can freely as you want. As it gives him a funny look, like I like it because it looks good. Okay, and it's like that's two. Anybody else buying anything? As he looks at the rest of you guys, what else do you guys choose? Any winter coats?
Well, I'm going to make my own, so I will take the mammoth and the black bear.
As he looks over, going, "Oh, you're going to mix and match? Nice. Here you go."
Can I use Sacred Flame to keep me warm?
It explains to a certain extent, but it's not going to help you in the frigid temperatures or high gust winds. It'll freeze your skin.
Well, greetings, good sir.
As you're in a winter area.
Available as far as but woven jackets. Something that'll keep me extremely warm.
He goes to the jacket section, opens up and you see this big green jacket. You see this that has a hood on it. You see another one that's black, and you see another one that's white. And each one he explains a different kind of animal and fur. And he looks at you, well, it's up to you. Do you want the green Linux one? Do you want the black gorilla one? Or do you want the white bear coat? It's up to you. The green one has a hood. The other two don't. But they've got fine features to keep you warm and mobile. You choose which, huh? Yeah? Which one?
I'll take the green Linux, please. Then that'll be much comfy.
And deal. All right. And he grabs down each person's stuff and sets them down. Now, Lyra and Lang. He goes to you two. What did you you two?
Lyra points as she nervously shifts around. She's using a message to ask what he has that she could wear, and as she shifts around,
You can't stop staring at her titties. I've never seen so much chicken in my life. Anyways, here. Oh yes. I've got a great jacket for you that'll help you with your bust. Yeah, that's what for it.
she is now shifting around more excitedly, and now she rolled the 26 for jiggle physics.
Yeah, his brain is shutting off as he's pointing over at the nice white coat that has a nice hood, and it's like all like made from a magical swan. and it keeps you warm. And you pull the cloak over. If you're in a snowy area, it helps with your stealth. And this one is called the Light of Swan. You wear it, and if there's very bright light or a bunch of white, he disappears. It's kind of neat. Works in the snow and in bright light areas.
Uh,
And then
as she keeps pointing at him, she asks how much it is.
originally 200 gold, darling, but for you 100. As he can't stop staring at her breast. And last is Lang. Lang, what do you
Well,
say?
roll a perception for him
Why am I rolling a perception?
because you'll see what he's wearing already.
I rolled a nat 1. My guy doesn't see what the hell you're talking about. He is staring at titties.
Well, for our audience, the Lang is already equipped with fur-lined leather. He wears fur-lined leather already. The fur being polar bear fur.
So wait, what coat did Lyra buy?
She bought it it's a white cloak that's swan made. It's a custom magical item. Each one of you guys is going to be a custom cloak magical and all of them protected. They all have protection from the cold. So, and if you need them more customized, you go to Trooper's character as he's the artificer, and he can upgrade them. So, Lang, he looks over at you, and what is your character dress as again, Lang?
He is wearing black leather with white polar bear fur lining.
Like the whole time?
Yeah, I've had him equipped with that this entire time.
Yeah, he's been sweating balls until now. The first time he's not sweating balls. The first time he's like, man, I actually feel kind of good out here. Usually I'm just sweating like crazy. All right, so you guys all come to the shop. Everybody pretty much dishes out 50 gold.
What were the other leather materials you said? You said mammoth, black bear, polar bear,
And brown bear.
and brown bear.
Yep, and those are the ones that he pointed at for you. And then for Dom, he chose lynx for his, and then for Lama, he chose swan for his. And then Lang's character didn't need anything. But when it comes to the frigid blizzard, he might need something later. That's different.
I look back at him and say, "I'll take all 4." Putting a big pile of gold on the counter.
All right, and he goes, "Oh, for you, 150 is one of those half off. For the rest of you guys, 50 apiece. All right, thank you." 50 minus 3. And he goes, "Now you guys have the flyer, I see. So if you like, I will mark off here that you purchased from here. And if you go to the pub, that is also where we are. It's our inn. It's a pub inn. We call it the pub inn for a reason. It's called the Frozen Pub Inn. So I'm going to check it out. He'd make it so you have at least one free room per purchase for the night to stay. They got quite a few rooms actually there. It's like a free story. It's very magical. And he looks over, going, and you get one free drink apiece, especially with how much you just purchased. And then we got this cool little discounts in our town here, and then the rest of the drinks are on yourselves from that point on.
Balrog,
What do you guys
the
say?
innkeeper, says, "I will not need lodgings tonight. I have wares to be making."
As he looks over, going, well, you go find a place and go somewhere, my friend. It's going to be frigid outside.
I quickly take out my cube, put it on the table. It's like, I've got it covered.
Now, does that protect you from all elements?
I didn't write it
Like
in, but I'm
crazy
gonna say
storms,
I'll fix that.
All right. It's like it can withstand basic regular temperatures, but super heated or super negative temperatures,
Yeah.
it would be like you're still in like a small little cabin and you're either feeling the frigid cold still or the extreme heat or humidity.
Mm-hmm. It also
And
depends
so
on which workshop is engaged. Like if it's the forge,
Yeah.
it'd be like if extreme cold wouldn't bother me at all because the forge would be on.
Yeah, because it'd be hot. But if it's just in its other forms, it will be cold. If not, like you guys said, there's still the pub and renting room all together. Up to you guys.
I'll fiddle with it and get back to you.
All right. So when that happens, everybody puts their coats and their gears on before we head to the door to get ready to head to the next shop or pub. As Bartholomew looks before he opens the door, thank you, my little gnome friend. By the way, where do we get potions and sweat from over there? He's like, yeah, over there. Go fucking off. Thank you for your business.
I also look over.
It's getting late.
I also look out to where can I get some wood?
He stops and looks at you, looks outside, looks back at you, and looks outside. He looks back again and goes,
Before he answers, Lyra points at the shopkeep's pants because he has wood.
No, staring at her character, I'm not surprised.
yeah. She points off, and you see this gigantic thing in his pants. He swore was something else. He realized it actually was his. Just because he's only a foot and a half tall doesn't mean something else is almost a foot.
Hi-yo!
He tells all of you to get off because he needs to go take care of things and close the shop abruptly. And you start hearing a horrible flapping noise in the background after he closes the door. But all of you get, right, you all get out. You put your coats on. You notice the winter breeze has kicked up, and the wind is getting higher and colder. As the shop across from you, there was a potion shop you were about to go to. The candlelights go out, the door locks. You see in the window it says closed. You see the Frozen Pub Inn open for business, saying there's vacancy in the rooms. Like a magical fairy making a sign. All of us start heading towards this Frozen Pub Inn.
Balrog escorts them to the door and says, Later, my friends. I am going to go craft some new items."
And he looks over going, can't you do that from in here, right? In the room? Or is it too small? Too big? What?
That probably could fit in, depending on the dimension. No, I don't want to risk it. I do not want.
All right.
I don't want to end up what happened the last time we destroyed a town.
So as you say that,
Do remember the last time we did with Valor?
Valor. But he goes around the corner to the side of the building where there is this free open spot to build his little furnace area for his forge. Now you have to activate it successfully. If you activate it successfully, it'll pop open. If you don't, then you best go back in or you're going to freeze to death. But it's up to you. As long as you activate it accordingly and open it.
We're doing it right now.
All
I
right.
go. I wander off to find a good spot to open up to the medium shop.
All right, you need to roll perception check for that too.
The perception first. I got 21.
You look right around the kitty corner of the building where there's this nice spot where it looks like they used to plant things, but because it's winter, there's nothing there now.
I nod.
Still within the reach.
I nod to myself and say, "This will do nicely."
All right, now roll to see if it opens.
And I got an 8. So let's see.
Is Lyra anywhere near him?
No, she is with the group of guys that just walked into the building as he had walked outside. No, got a nat 1.
So I curse, I scoop up the smoking cube and run back inside.
All right, so as the door first closed, and we're like, whew, I hope that Belrock will be okay. 30 seconds later, right after we start stepping forward, Belrock opens the door, beard covered from the blizzard.
And Snipe,
As you notice the blizzard. Yep, as you walk in, the door closes, and you notice the blizzard's increasingly ever. As you guys
with a really pissed off and angry look, cursing up a storm. It's like,
yeah, you're all angry.
Stupid cube not working, and saying a lot of very colorful dwarvish language.
The one dwarvish barmaid looks over at you and blushes and smiles. And I haven't heard that in such a long time language. Ooh, he must be a real man. And she walks away, shaking her butt. After you say that and you guys all reunite, a cold, heavy wind rushes through that town. And it feels like the whole building just got rocked from a heavy, icy wind from something. You look at the windows and see them start freezing and spidering over with ice. As you hear the bartender going, "My, that was good timing. You guys would have froze if you didn't get in a minute sooner. Anybody want ale or tea or truck?"
I'll take some tea. And yes, I do take sugar with that.
Lyra points at Dark Trooper's character and asks if she would get him a T2.
He nods. I look over going, I have some drugs and some alcohol. He smiles going, pixie dust and ale it is. Anybody need a room? As he looks over at all of you. Squall, what do you say? As he's asking for drinks.
I could use one. It can take the bloat off. What about the rest
All right.
of you?
What about you, Lang? What do you what do you pick for your poison?
Lang will go to the room to stay warm.
As you hear, all right, folks, all of you, it'll be 2 gold per night. Because I'm keeping the fire warm with all of you. He just looks over. If you drink tonight, though, it'll be 2 gold for 2 nights instead of 1 night. You guys want to drink? And Bartholomew's like, yeah, I'll drink his 5 gold so I can get my night in a room and plenty of ale and some of that pixie dust.
Balrog looks at the barkeep.
Lang will drink
All right.
and hands
Balrog
10
looks at the
gold.
barkeep and asks, "Is there anything that needs to be repaired around here?"
Actually, the cooking station.
By the way, is there a library for me to find some books to read?
He points over near the.
I'm going to roll a persuasion, see if I can get free reward if I go and repair. If I repair the store, the tap.
All right, the stove in the kitchen. He points at you for, but then he points for Squall at a couple bookshelves that he has near the fireplace.
Over there, there's plenty of books to read.
I got a 19.
History on one shelf, religion on another shelf, and crazy stories that are written by travelers on the third shelf.
And then he goes and looks over, goes,
Now, Rock, for you in the kitchen here, if you can get that stove working, you don't have to pay for your bed and breakfast for tonight.
Balrog nods and goes right straight to work.
all right, so I need you to do a wisdom check and an intelligence check for figuring out how to fix this. For the rest of you guys, anybody that's drinking, roll a Constitution save.
Okay. Lang actually handed the guy 10 gold, hoping to get some top shelf liquor.
When you say that, he looks at everybody else, hands them the low stuff, and he looks at you and goes shh, and pulls out a bottle from this frozen-looking cap and hands it and pops it open. And it's a dark blue bottle. When you pop the bottle, you see like this teal-looking smoke come out of it.
You say you want the strong stuff. It's to put hair on your chest.
Now that's what I'm talking about. As he takes a swig.
Oh! Oh God, no! Did you just roll in that one on that?
I'm going to go with the original roll, a 7. No,
Okay,
11.
So we have to.
Alright,
so it's a Constitution save, right?
Yeah.
How many for me?
3.
Okay.
And the last one's disadvantage. As it hits you hard when you fully swallow this alcohol. Ah! Slap the claw. Bang, bang.
What was that roll for?
So the first one's a 5. The second one's a 3.
The last one's 13. Okay. So only one's a good one.
No. That was just the first roll of the last one. Because it was a
Oh
disadvantage.
no.
The last one's a 12.
So you drink and you hold off for the first few swigs, but that last swig makes you run right to the restroom, the loo, and you're out for at least another 10 minutes or so. While that's happening, Balrog, you try to work on this stove. And the stove itself accidentally produces too much gas and flame. Turns in the room into a small fireball. You take 8 points of fire damage from the engulfing flame around you in that room for a moment. For Lyra, the unheard, what do you say or do, or you drink?
Well, she tried to or message Dark Trooper down there and ask if she would order him a tea because she was too shy to do it herself. But then he just ignored her, so she didn't do anything other than whisper into the void.
All right, so you whisper into the void, but the bartender still heard you with a perception of 17. As
Well, she used the ability message to directly talk to Dark Trooper, so he wouldn't have been able to hear
if you did
that.
that, then never mind.
Yeah.
Then. But he still did a perception check. He just didn't hear you then. All right. So do you want to go up and ask him, or
Nope, she's too shy. She doesn't know him.
all right? Bartholomew, as he's drinking, he watched Lang run to the restroom. He sees Barrel Rock explode in the kitchen for a moment. He looks over and sees Squall reading abruptly next to the campfire, or next to the whatever you call that, the fire pit. Or, what do you call that? The fire in the wall, chimney, fire thing. Brain just shut off because there's something
Fireplace?
chirping over here. Thank you. Now
I'm
that
looking
it's
at
in
right now
particular
on my
focus.
screen.
Yes, I was trying to think, but for some reason there was something freaking, I don't know if it was a wolf spider or a freaking cricket that just got louder and louder, and I had to raise my voice, and then when I did and I looked over, it shut up. I couldn't think straight. Shut up! Thank you. That was weird. I literally just yelled at the cricket, and it got quiet. So, shut up, Jimmy Cricket. Stop the fuck out of you and push your punk ass. So, on that note, Bartholomew walks up to Lyra and offers her a drink. He goes, here you go. I didn't know what you liked, so I got 3 different things. Water, tea, and ale. You gotta drink something. And he turns around and he tries to hobble back to his the table as he's pretty drunk now. For Trooper, for your Barrel Rock, you can attempt one more time to try to repair this. If not, the characters will be winding down at this point.
I get a 5.
All right, so you try to attempt again. Sadly, no success for the second time.
Well, that was just the intelligent check.
Okay, we'll do one wisdom then. Let's see if that one. Okay, well, wisdom works. So, you do a wisdom check though. You figure out one of the parts was disconnected. You reconnect it, and you notice the magical little spark ignites back up as it seems like the runes that were missing in place of the pipe finally got put back in place and started functioning right. As you hear the owner of the building and the bartender himself going,
Thank you. Much appreciated. As I state, your drinks are on the house and you get the rest for free tonight. And if you want something to eat in the morning, I'll be obliged to cook for all of you. Thank you.
as he mentions out loud to all of you guys,
All right, everyone. Last call. Ooh. Any more drinks before I close up shop tonight?
You guys say anything beforehand?
I just go
Do you
upstairs and start to go
do you
clean up after
Do you
killing.
serve help?
Yeah, tea's right here. As he hands you a thing of tea while you're at the fireplace. Now, what was that for you, Chris?
I go to go up to my room to go clean up and go to bed.
All right. And that look at you right for your character. What do the rest of you guys do at the end of the night before heading off to bed? Each one of you guys for a long rest.
Lyra just kind of approaches get the key for her room very shyly, and her jiggle fixes are at a 28.
You get, you want to, you want key to, and just keep staring at your tits going, man, it really sucks my wife.
My tits survive the laws of physics.
If my wife was here right now, you'd probably get me into that because her titties would be matched for one.
Yeah, her entire face is just
Have the bigger room.
her entire face is just bright red as her tits continue to bounce around. She's and points and using message to convey that she just really wants to be able to go to her room.
Yeah, here you go, Missy. Take the bigger room, man, if I was 45 years younger, and if I was human.
And she just walks away, and he just standing there going.
She runs away as they vigorously
Jiggle
pounce.
even more. Her ass and her tit. I gotta be good to marry man.
Look, she's not wearing panties to fucking hold in.
Oh, jeez. And he goes and tries to pet a picture of his wife. He's like, so pretty what? So pretty. He's not even looking, and he's actually petting the wrong picture. He's petting a picture of his dragon and his wife. And then he looks, goes, ah! Oh, wrong thing. They do look similar. As he gets the picture of his wife, which is a dragonborn. And the rest of you head off into your rooms. For you, Squall, what do you do before you finish your drink and head off to bed? And for you, Lang, as you were in the bathroom, do you try to crawl to bed or do you sleep in the bathroom?
He is passed out in the bathroom.
All right, he classic party hardy musician, passed out, knocked out in the bathroom, taking up one of the two bathrooms. All right, Sage the Intelligent for Squall, what do you do before you end for tonight? As you see Bartholomew heading up to his room, closing the door, going to sleep.
After he finished his tea, he follows Bartholomew's room. Hey, Bart. I would like to say good night to you, friend.
All right, good night, Bushy. We had quite an adventure. We just met the Queen of Mimics, and now we're in the frozen tundra. What a change! And we've got a new teammate, but we lost a teammate. I wonder where Valor is now.
You know, you do have a point. What did happen to Valor?
Well, you have a good night, my friend. As he closes his door and lays there pondering about Valor. And the same goes for all the rest of you. Lang passes out in the bathroom.
Swall stood in the hallway, just stood for a few seconds thinking about it. Well, that was the fastest good I've ever heard. But Valor, maybe perhaps there's some thinking I should do reading to figure things out. I bet it had something to do with that Chrome lady. I've always knew something was strange about that purple woman. Interesting things about her. Perhaps the history books can tell. Squall goes into
Who's
his
standing next to the door? All right, you go to the door. You shut the door. You get ready for rest. As Barrel Rock heads to his room to get some rest, and Lara for her. All the rest of you take a long rest for your characters. As all of you fall asleep, a mysterious character walks in through the frozen tundra, covered all in snow, as they ask for a room and it fades to black. As we'll find out what happens next week on Rolling to Die for our unique custom D&D from our custom campaigns that we do for Rolling to Die for our 2D campaign. We'll see you guys next week for that as everybody takes a long rest, and we'll find out what happens next week for you. But before we go on to that, in the background, last moment, Valor, the undead, with his fiancée, the Necro Queen, back at the top of the mountain with the undead army. As she sits there at her throne, and Valor sits at his throne, and she smiles and goes, "A couple more weeks, and then we can be married." And she smiles, going, "But I really need to get this book. Then we can be wed." Does anything Valor say before it ends tonight, Llama,
Brains.
for Valor, the undead?
No,
As he's
no,
next to
no.
his queen?
He just looks at his fiance and uses altar on himself and makes it 3 times as big.
And just points at it, and she just looks over, going, "I mean, we can still do that before marriage." And it fades to black with squeaky noises and kinky sounds of squish. But on that note, this was Rolling to Die, episode 173, number 8 for the Chaotic Band of Misfits for their team for 2D campaign. This is brought to you by CEO, Chaotic Era Odyssey. That's what we are, and that's what we're umbrella over everything. The world's chaotic. It's a new era. It is our Odyssey. As well as everything else with certain QR codes, as long as they are linked in the proper description for our set stuff. On that note, we have
Anybody
Chaotic,
much appreciated.
we have Chaotic Moon Pictures, where we do our own custom imagery pictures, movies, voice acting, and such through our companies. And then we also have from there the Purple People Party, for the people, by the people, of the people. This is damn guys, what timing? This is our.
I think that was Dom.
Damn. Hey, it's fine. You're still allowed to do it. This is ours for people party, for people, a lot of people, other people.
I rolled a dirty 20 for that persuasion.
Damn it, Llama. All right. We also have the GMK Gray Mercenary Knights, brought to you by the CEO. This is where we do our stunt choreography, stunt coordination, acting, as well as hanging out and cosplays. And then from there, Trooper.
Tune in to the Chaotic Minds podcast Wednesday, 9 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Where
7 p.m.
now it's 7 p.m. I thought it was 8.
Once we get everything updated, it will be 7 p.m.
Sorry, he originally said 9, then 8, so I said 7.
Anyway, where
we get everything updated.
Gentlemen all talk about various topics such as celebrity birthdays, relationship advice,
Cheese
gaming
fuckers.
and moving news, and
Oh,
of course
okay.
about local and federal politics.
All right. We also have here Dom. GMK presents.
This is the art department of. Hey, this is Dominant Visions, and for announcement, the illustrations for general things with chaotic era, Odyssey, etc., etc. Just stay tuned for more illustrations. We will be having them coming in shortly at the end of the month.
and
last but
making
not least,
sure things and bringing you your music. Also, keeping things running smooth. Sunday B2 Productions. Making just making these video transitions and the logo pop-ups and bringing the music possible.
all right, good night, everybody. Wow! Have a awooga!
Fireball.
No.
Counterspell!